Morning. I did promise yesterday a very enticing video today, and here it is. Now, this is a new one to me. Some of you might find this quite fascinating. The police apparently charge approximately £125 to forward details of road traffic accidents to insurance companies. I didn't know that. And there are some 15,000 incidents a year, apparently, in Cambridgeshire. So you do the math. I've done the math. You do the math. If they forwarded, charged for every single accident report, not saying they do, if they all charged for every single accident report at 125 quid and there's 15,000 collisions. It's a very large number. Other than that, the police are being utterly useless as usual and refusing to do anything. A friend of mine had his car hit by a foreign truck driver, although what the guy was doing driving a truck in a street that size, because I know the area, obviously, I've no idea. So he's hit his car, he's driven off, it's on CCTV, but the license plate was obscured. He's been seen again minutes later, but the police are still refusing to do anything because it's very difficult to trace foreign drivers. In fact, the bloke pops back and forward to the UK and they know where he lives, and witness statements have been gathered to confirm that's him and that was the vehicle, and that's all been forwarded to the police. All free of charge, obviously. You know, wouldn't it be nice if we could charge the police £125 every time we filled out a report? This is Kevin Bennett, complaints investigator. They now call it the Camera Tickets and Collision Unit. And of course, it's almost impossible getting answers out of these people because now, of course, it's Cambridgeshire, Bedfordshire, and Hertfordshire Police. So there's loads of people that can send you around in circles to while not answering your questions. And where does the money go, really, was what struck me. Well, actually, no, what struck me is the police are supposed to be a public service, so why are they charging money to private companies for information? But where does the money go? In relation to how the investigation is carried out, the usual course of events in these cases is that once the collision has been reported, the report is sent to the collisions unit at Stevenage Police Station, where they will undergo a paper-based investigation to trace the vehicle and possible offender. However, in these types of cases, it is quite normal for those involved in the incident to gather information via CCTV and speak with potential witnesses, etc., prior to any police investigation. Well, there isn't going to be a police investigation, is there? As in your case with the viewing of the CCTV and speaking with your neighbours. I can assure you that, because my mate's written to him, you know, I can assure you that it is not the case our local police could not be bothered to investigate the collision. Now, it wasn't the case that he couldn't be bothered to investigate 25 years worth of theft in the public purse either, was it? I got a lot of reasons why he didn't do that. But the process in these types of collisions is for all the information to be forwarded to the collisions unit at Stevenage Police Station, and it is not usually a collision that a police officer would attend or get involved in with regards to follow-up inquiries, as these are dealt with by the collisions unit. Well, there haven't been any follow-up inquiries by anyone, have there? Except they have got one of the addresses and they've sent a notice under section 172 of the Road Traffic Act to the last known address for the possible offence. This guy comes home to give his missus money, apparently, or comes back to the UK rather, to give his missus money for, CSA and stuff like that. They don't know where he is. Where was I? Oh yeah, there you go. To the last known address for the possible offender to provide details of the driver at the time of the collision. This notice has been sent out before, but new information shows that the address is viable, and if there is no response to the request, this may lead to a prosecution. So they think the address is right, but they still haven't gone round. Just sent a form out, which I'm sure you'll fill in and sign happily. Don't. Oh yeah, it was me that did. Yeah. Oh god. It's all a lot of shit. Basically, it's the usual shit you get from the police because they're all fucking liars. However, as you may be aware, the possible driver is a foreign national, and it would not be possible to pursue a prosecution if he has returned to his home country, and we are also not able to pursue the registered owner of the vehicle concerned due to it being foreign registered. Well, what about the EU? I thought we were all fucking chums now. Passing of information back and forward across borders, no? None of that going on in the police, obviously. I'll just see if they know his name. The second clip shows a vehicle which appears to be the same as the one involved in the collision, and although the registration can be read, it cannot be proven beyond all reasonable doubt that it's the same vehicle. Or does it look the same? Have you not like zoomed in on the footage, looking for like dents and stuff like that might be similar? Anything at all there? Maybe? No. This is how fucking hopeless these people are. These types of collisions where foreign vehicles and drivers are involved are extremely frustrating for the collisions unit to deal with, because as many foreign vehicles are not registered in the UK, it is impossible for the police to trace the owner and in turn the driver. Well, I think it's Eddie Stobart. I'm sure he's got all his vehicles registered abroad, so if they're involved in any crashes, you can't trace them then, no? In conclusion, I'm sorry you felt the need to complain about how the investigation into the collision has progressed. You just said it, mate. There hasn't been an investigation. All you've done is sent out a fucking form. You fucking lying bastard. But cases involving foreign registered vehicles are always difficult to pursue, and unless the perpetrator is apprehended at the scene of the collision, or the collision is in nature to warrant port checks on vehicles exiting the UK, the person responsible is often not brought to justice. Well, even if I didn't despise the police with every living fibre of my body, that really wouldn't give me a lot of confidence in their ability to do their job. Oh, he's gone abroad now, fuck him. Can't find him now. So that's just really, well, quite incredible. They're saying in the same email that the investigation wasn't good enough, but they're also saying that they haven't done one. They've just sent a form to the address provided. Well done, Kevin Bennett. That's just my mate's letter. But really, 126 quid per report they're charging the insurance. Sorry, I think the figure is 126. But really, £125 roughly per report to the insurance company. That's a lot of wonga. Where's that going, eh? Whose back pocket is that going in, Cambridge Police? Because it's always the same with you fuckers. Thanks for watching.